It's Ricky, and this is Ricky Reveals live and in person. I apologize for earlier. The Wi-Fi box ran out, and well, it died, and I lost connection. So, but I feel like the message that Taurus got was the message Taurus was supposed to get. So I'm gonna go into Virgo and into Capricorn, and then if I feel led to, I'll give Taurus a reboot. But right now, I'm kind of feeling guided to just leave Taurus the way that it is. Ugh. How's it going? We're on Virgo. Stop being mean to her. Father God, Holy Spirit, Lord Yeshua, please guide me through this message. And please, Father, I am surrendering to you the message I got earlier. I need you to deal with that, please. Because I'm not for sure if I am 100% on who that was for, like who that was about. So I need you to deal with that. In Yeshua's precious holy name, I ask and pray, man. All right, so Virgo. Today is the 30th. All right. Praise him for the victory. But you will give us victory over our enemies, and we will praise your name forever. Psalms 44, 7 and 8. So someone's born July 8th, August 7th. Someone's a life path 8, and someone's 44 years old. God has commanded victory to be yours, and when God commands something, it's going to happen. When God commanded light to come, light came at 186,000 miles per second, and light is still coming. God has commanded that we live in victory. That means no matter what you're going through, no matter how dark it looks, you can be encouraged that the darkness has to give way to the light. Defeat has to give way to victory. But in order to open that door to victory, we must continually do what the psalmist did and constantly praise his name. Don't go around talking about your problems. Go around talking about your God. Don't go around speaking words of defeat and failure. Speak words of faith and victory. Quit worrying and start worshiping. Start praising and thanking God and expect things to change in your favor. God will take you places that you've never even dreamed of, and you'll start experiencing the victories that he's commanded to be yours. So, Virgo, I really feel like that's a really specific message for one person. You can't stop God. You can't get in the way of God, and you can't steal somebody else's destiny. What is for someone is for someone. And you're only going to destroy your own life and your own destiny by trying to do that. So you need to get into praise instead of worrying about problems, and especially other people's problems, and trying to take somebody else's light, because you're never going to take it. All you're going to do is stuff out your own. I can't make this up. And I don't even think that was. I do kind of think that was for her, but I feel like it's for someone else, someone who lives in Tennessee. Okay. Let's see. Someone's got a gambling and addiction problem. Somebody's facing challenges because they wanted to be intimate with somebody else's counterpart. They stole a connection from someone else using spell work and black magic, and they're wondering why they're unhappy. Because you worked with the devil to take somebody else's divine connection. You can't worship God in this hand and work with the devil in this hand and expect, for you to be happy and have joy and contentment. It doesn't work like that. Something's not coming back. Something in your life is completely over, Virgo, and it's not coming back. Stop spying on people. And that's funny considering. Just because you're not driving the truck doesn't mean I don't recognize the truck. Stop sending whoever the fuck that was to do your dirty work, bitch. What was his name? He definitely dibbles and dabbles in the same addiction you do. I can't remember if his name was Jimmy or Sean. But I know the guy you sent to fucking drive past my house today in the same fucking truck. So if you're going to be at least don't be stupid and fucking desperate and thirsty at the same time. If you're going to be desperate and thirsty, at least put some. And if you got to phone a friend, fucking phone a friend. Don't be. I mean, you really underestimate. You're underestimating God, and that's where you're really fucking up. And demonizing somebody else because of their sexuality, or maybe it's because you're hiding your sexuality, you're projecting it onto somebody else. But some people can own their shit. And it really makes you look desperate and thirsty when you're projecting things onto somebody else just to keep people's eyes off of you when you're really the one that's doing dirty work. I mean, I don't care how you believe, but if somebody can own their sexuality and they're not, how's it going? And they're not like saying, if they're not bothering you and they're owning their own shit, how about you let God be God? And if God really doesn't like the fact that this person's a homosexual, then I guarantee you God will deliver them from it. And he'll deliver you from your prostitution. So how about you clean up your own backyard before you have a silver truck drive past mine? I picked him up, so I'm going to go ahead and take a couple. Someone's name is Gilbert, or somebody lives on Gilbert Street. Speaking of joy and contentment, God really does love you. The problem is you don't love yourself. But divine timing is here, and there is a connection coming together that you can't stop. And if you keep trying, you're probably going to cause your own physical death, because I know you're already sick. You need to cut the cords of your negative past, cut the cords with your trauma, and look to the future and look toward God. Somebody's got blonde hair, but it's bleach blonde. I don't think it's natural. Someone's name is George. This was all fated to happen exactly the way that it is, though. So don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself compassion and give compassion to other people. Everyone's struggling. There is a guardian angel, yours and whoever else is involved in the situation, that are guiding everyone through it. If people would just listen to their intuition instead of backbiters and liars and thieves, and if you listen to your intuition and the downloads that God is giving you, the Holy Spirit's giving you, you could cause yourself a lot less problems, because you would be able to clear, cancel, and release any negativity out of your life. There's honest communication coming in from someone, and it's something that is going to help you both. As long as you listen deeply and you don't let your ego get in the way, this conversation will help both of you heal a very traumatic. You guys will both benefit from this conversation. Let me just put it that way. Earth sign and a fire sign. So there is a earth sign and a fire sign that their connection has been severed some way, shape, or form. And or Virgo, there's a fire sign that got, I don't know, you take it how it resonates. Either you destroyed a connection with the fire sign and someone else because you wanted the fire sign, or you worked with the fire sign to destroy another connection because the fire sign wanted somebody that was in the other connection. But either way, if you face whoever that you fucked over and you're completely honest about your involvement and what you know, I really do believe that there is a connection, whether it's platonic or romantic, that's going to be healed. But if you come in lying and trying to like just make yourself look good or trying to get yourself out of some trouble that you know you're in, you're going to just make things worse for you. Got Candace. Travel the world together. Start that business. I'm addicted to strippers and cocaine. Indiana. Derek. Ain't no bitch in my blood. RJ. Uncle Savage. October. Darnell. And North Carolina. So there's definitely a connection between Indiana and North Carolina. There was a eclipse ritual done in October of 2022. It might have been 2023, but I'm pretty sure it's 2022. And there was a cat sacrificed because either a Candace, a Derek, an RJ, or Darnell wanted to get in between of another connection, or one of these four names, somebody else did it to you because they wanted you and you were with someone else. I'll tell you how it resonates. But somebody sacrificed a cat and drank that cat's blood, and now their entire family is under judgment from God. This ritual could have taken place in Indiana or it could have taken place in North Carolina, but whoever did it, or it was either born or lives in one of those two states. If looks could kill, I'd be dead, but they don't. So instead, I'm losing my hair because I wish death on you. And that could be a Candace that is losing their hair. But someone wanted you dead, and they did death rituals, death magic. And because you were protected by the Most High God, you're alive and well, and this person's losing their hair. And if they don't stop, they might lose their life. Boat sick, not seasick. I will never forget what I saw on the boat. I really should have listened to you. It's worse than you think. So you tried to warn somebody about this person, this group of people, and they didn't listen. They had to see it for themselves. And now they're sick because everything you said was true. And they're caught up in some shit they can't get out of. Stop suffering and tell the truth. That's your only way out. The truth shall set you free. Somebody's name is Kira. Choose today to stop chasing empty things and let Yeshua fill your heart. So as long as you're chasing the things of the world, you're chasing drugs, alcohol, loose women, loose men, as long as you're chasing anything external, you're never going to be full of joy and contentment. The peace, the joy, and the contentment that the Lord, the Holy Spirit gives you, it's on the inside, and you're never going to find it anywhere outside. Don't hate, elevate. Someone's hating on you because you found God. You found the Holy Spirit. You found, it may be non-traditional. It may be unheard of. It may be It's your own individual path, and it works for you. And it's someone else is hating on you hardcore because they wish they were you, or at least they wish they could have what you have, and they can if they would stop hating on you and turn to God and pray and meditate. Just because someone sees through you doesn't make them evil, you narcissist. So you saw through someone, and you didn't let them fool you. You told them how it was. You was like, hey, look, I know you're lying, or I know this ain't that. And they kept just trying to tell you the lie, kept trying to tell you the lie. And you would look at this person and you'd be like, okay, I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not going to stress about it. You know, I don't believe what you're saying. So if you want to continue to say it, you have that free will choice to do that. But just know I don't believe you and I don't want to talk about it anymore. And you let it go. This person hated the fact that they couldn't fool you the way they fool everyone else in their life. But at the same time, they liked that about you because they needed that. They finally needed someone to stand up and tell them that they were full of shit because nobody else would. And if it wasn't for you or someone like you, this person probably never would have changed. And I think if they are still, they're coming out of the dark regardless of whether or not, hey, how's it going? I was on earlier, but I lost connection. But this person may not be out of the dark yet, but this person's in your life anymore or not, you're still a beacon of hope. You're still a source of light for this person, whether they have any access to you or not. Something you did or said when they did have access to you, it still rings in their head, and they're still using that as a flashlight to find their way out of the dark. So regardless of how that connection ended for you, just know that you did make a positive influence on that person, and you should be proud of yourself. Ooh. It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. So someone thought shit was funny when you were the one suffering and going through tower after tower and betrayal after betrayal. But now that the tables have turned and you have the gun and they're the ones running, it's not so funny anymore. Someone really thought you was a simp just to find out that they're really the simp and you're the savage. The year of the horse, 6678. That's so funny. I know this is the Virgo reading, but for my story, that's funny. 1966, 78, 90. Someone's name is Jessica. 2002, 2014, and 2026. I was with a narcissist for 9 years, and he was born in the year of the horse. The year of the monkey, 1968, 1980, 92, 04, 16, and 28. The year of the rabbit, 63, 75, 87, 99, 11, and 23. I know you prefer your freedom. And air sign. So Virgo, you could be dealing with an air sign who you want the kit and caboodle, and they just want your ass or your pussy. And I think they told you this when you guys first started messing around, but you fucked around and fell in love, and well, now you're a simp, like, and they're the savage, or it's the other way around. Maybe the air sign said this to you, and then they want to falling in love, and now they're simping for you, and you're the one that's a savage. Yeah, trust me, I know that pain all too well. I mean, mine right down to my own damn mom. I hate to say damn mom. I am very grateful that she gave me, like, God chose her to give me life, and I do love her with all my heart, but she's a snake. A snake cannot. The only thing a snake can do is shed its skin so it can become bigger. And it's sad when you have to like come to that realization that your own parent is one of the snakes in your life. But if you keep the blinders on, you're just putting yourself to be set up and trapped again. Be proud of yourself. Last quarter moon in Taurus. Leave the past behind. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. New moon in Leo. Shine. Honor your feelings. First quarter moon in Pisces. So Virgo, definitely have a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Leo, and a Pisces that are significant to your story. Release your blocks. First quarter moon in Scorpio. Somebody's blocks got released during the last full moon. It was in Scorpio. So even if you haven't seen it come into the physical world yet, your blocks have been released and removed. You're about to get some kind of a blessing. Or take it out resonates. If you were the one blocking someone else, all you did was block yourself, and that someone else has been released from whatever bitchcraft you've been doing. Go for it, Aries. So Virgo, either you work together with a Taurus, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aries to go against a Capricorn, or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aries came together to go up against you. But lighten up, because God saw everything, and focus on the positive, because God will put shame on your enemies, and the authorities already know. Because either you, Virgo, went to the authorities trying to tell on someone else, and all you did was get yourself investigated, and the person that you were trying to throw under the bus actually is getting vindicated. So you basically turned yourself in without even knowing it. Or if you're the one being vindicated, then one of these other people did that. They went to try and throw you under the bus, and they actually went and got you, threw themselves under the bus and got you vindicated. But somebody's already been to the authorities, and this whole situation's been under investigation for quite some time without anyone other than the authorities knowing that it was being done. B. Hard work is rewarded with responsibility and sweetness that is shared. See, when you work hard and you're in the upright and you're standing true to God and yourself, and you will be rewarded with a reward that's great enough to be shared. You don't have to steal anything from anyone. When you're in the upright, everything will be handed to you. I mean, you got to work for it, but you don't have to steal nothing from anyone in order to acquire something. And anything you steal or get in an unrighteous way, it's going to be taken from you just as quickly as you took it from somebody else. And I think that was a lesson that somebody really needed to learn in this situation. That's why God allowed it to play out the way that it did. Somebody's two-faced, and somebody talks a lot of shit. Somebody born in the year of the tiger, or somebody loves cats, or again, somebody sacrificed a cat during a death ritual. But somebody will go into one person's ear and blah, 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 and then they'll go and get somebody else's ear and go blah, 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 and then watch as those two people try to kill each other or take each other out, knowing damn well that person made up everything they said to both people. There might have been a smidgen that was true, but that was just the part that they needed in order to make it these two people believe that they were each other's enemies, when really neither one of them had an issue with the other. It was the third party that had the issue, and they just manipulated the two of them to do their dirty work for them. That person's now being seen for who they are, though. And whoever it was that was being lied on, they're being vindicated, and they are going through a beautiful transformation. God always keeps his promise. God's not a liar. if he makes you a promise and you have faith to believe that it was God that made that promise and you uphold your end of the bargain, God never lies. You will get whatever it is that he promised you, even if it takes 20 years. Recognize the riches of the past and the abundance of the present. You got to be grateful for what you have in this present moment, where you are and what you have. The attitude of gratitude is the only way to advance, at least advance righteously. Jamie, you still here? If you are, black, red, purple, or green. Sweet. Black, red, purple, or green? Purple. Okay. Jamie, I don't know if it's you or someone else, but someone's father figure could be a father, grandfather, or a passed over spouse is here, and they want to tell you that they love you, and they could have been a Virgo or Scorpio. Someone's about to be happier than they've ever been. This is someone who's very creative, very physically attractive. You could be spiritual as well, but you're about to get an inspiration. God's about to give you a download. It could be through a dream, so make sure to protect your crown chakra at night, and do your best to remember your dreams when you wake up, because God's going to give you a vision or an idea, and that idea or creative project or product or whatever it is, it's going to take you a long way. It actually might be your source of income for the rest of your life. Because right now you've been isolating yourself and your money ain't looking so well, or not. You're not where you want to be. I'm not saying you're flat ass broke, but you're stagnant, and you may be isolating yourself and maybe dealing with a bit of depression. You're about to come out of that, but you've got to be ready to receive in order to be able to come out of it. If you're single, you're about to go into a relationship, and that person's going to help you with your vision of whatever this idea is. And if you're not single, then you and your spouse, you guys are going to do this together. But okay, no, I said that backwards. I'm sorry. If you're not single, you and your spouse are going to do this together, and you are going to build an empire together. If you are single, your gift or your vision or whatever that God sends to you might be who your person is. You might see your person in a dream before you actually meet them in real life. Oh, I'm a broke bitch right now. Me too. Yeah. What I went through, these people thought that they could take everything from me, and they pretty much did. Like, as far as finances go. And I had to fight my way out of it. But I know it's any day now. He's going to give me back double for my trouble of what these people thought they could steal from me. Divine counterparts. There's the King of Wands. You're making progress. You and your person both are making progress. And somebody doesn't want you to be recognized for who you are. Someone's going to wind up taking themselves to the grave. because they so desperately want you to be locked in a room somewhere where no one can see you, no one can hear you, because they can't stand your shine. They can't stand the fact that God does love you and that God is working, using you and working through you to shed light into this world, to spread love in this world. But all they did was help you get prepared and help you heal and release what God was trying to knock off of you anyways. And all they did was bring you closer to the person you're meant to be with. We will come out on top. I feel this good coming, praying for you and your situation. Just thank you. And I don't know your situation. I don't need to, but I will do the same for you. I really appreciate that. We're being reborn. That's crazy. Did you see that? I just looked down and boom. And if you don't have any kids, you might get ready to be pregnant. Yeah. Someone here in the energy, someone is, you might as well change your name to Cinderella. Someone's about to get the fairy tale ending. And it's going to, someone literally might have a heart attack when this comes through for you. Your arch enemy might literally have, and it could be a Pisces. But Judas may hang himself when you get blessed with what God's going to bless you with. I can't lie. I would be mad too if I did all the shit that these people did, and you still got everything that they were trying to keep you from getting. But I would never do that to somebody, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. And just because your sun sign's Virgo does not mean that this is your story. And it does not mean that you're not the bad guy in the story. You got to take it how it resonates. You know your story. You know who you are and what role you played. So just because I'm saying this is a Virgo reading and Virgo's about to get everything they ever wanted, if you know you the bitch that tried to steal something from someone, then just know you're not about to get everything you ever wanted. Like put your story, put you where you fit in the story. Because not every Virgo is in the upright and not every Capricorn is in the upright. Like, if you're not in the upright, you're not going to be getting blessed. If you did some dirty shit to somebody, well, just trust and believe that dirty shit's coming back to you. I don't know, but she's crying. The kid crying in the background is a Virgo, born on the same date of one of my enemies. That's hilarious. So, bitch, just know, just because you're a Virgo, you're not the one getting everything. You're probably going to be the one that has a heart attack when I get everything I ever wanted. Oh, gosh. I love you, Holy Spirit. God works in mysterious ways. And he's got a sense of humor. Trust and believe. If you don't think God has a sense of humor, you don't know him. My own house, my own home would be, I mean, love would be the greatest blessing, but right now, my own space would be a very, very huge miracle. All right. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Capricorn, you're sleeping with a narcissist. Unless you're celibate. But there's either you're sleeping with a narcissist or there's a narcissist from your past that's missing the intimacy with you. So this narcissist from your past probably couldn't handle people looking down on them or people thinking the truth about them, like, because narcissists can't handle the truth. So they probably left you to go play pretend, go play house with a female that they never wanted to be with because they were afraid of people looking down on them because they knew that you and them were in a sexual relationship. And now they're begging you to be patient because they don't want you to let go of them when they don't realize you already have let go of them. And this could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, this person thinks about you every waking moment. What? Huh? Speaking of Pisces. Ouch. All right, that's the last plugin I got, so. Oh. All right. So, yeah, this Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, they spend every waking moment thinking about the sex that you guys used to have and how they could get back in your pants again. And they've got someone telling them to give it time. It could be an earth sign that's telling them to give it time because their intuition is telling them that you will let them back into their life. All right, well, however this goes, if the water sign's a narcissist that has an earth sign in their ear telling them to give it time, or if it's the other way around, the water sign's telling the earth sign to give it time, your friend who's telling you to give it time and telling you, they've been telling you the wrong advice the entire time because they also want to be with the same person. So Capricorn, either you got two people that want to be with you and one of them you actually wanted to be with, but the other person that you don't want to be with is making sure they give the person you do want to be with the wrong advice so that they stay away from you. And that the other person's hoping and praying that you will not want this person by the time they come back around. Yeah, Capricorn, don't. All is not what you think it is, and you really need to trust God and keep praying and meditating and ask all the important questions whenever this person comes in. Because somebody's going through a divorce because they want to be with you, and somebody else wants to be with you, but they can't be because they fucked around and got somebody else pregnant. But you need to use discernment and choose wisely because they're both going to try and get with you. Because one of them actually wants to be with you, and the other one just wants to fuck up your happiness. Because they actually do want you sexually, but they have no intentions of being faithful to you or giving you a long-term commitment because they got some bitch they're trying to hide in the background pregnant. But they're hoping that you will not put it together that they're hiding that from you and that they've got some bitch in the background pregnant that they don't plan on letting go of. They want to keep you both. And this person being a narcissist thinks that they can have it all. Well, bitch, it ain't Burger King, okay? You cannot have it your way. Blessings and abundance and healing energy. Okay, so that's what this. Okay, for one person, they want to come in and they want to heal. They want to help heal your heart. They want to help. They want to help. They want to heal the connection, and they want to help you heal, and they want you to help them heal. For one person, their thoughts and their actions will be in alignment for the better good of you and them and the connection. The other person, they just want to come in because they see how abundant you are and that you're about to get a huge blessing. So they want to be a part of your abundance, not a part of your heart. They just want to use your heart against you so that you will let them in. But the other person actually wants to come in and heal you, like your connection, and spend the rest of their life with you. But you got to use discernment to figure out which one's which, because they're both going to be attractive physically. And I do believe that Ouch. You have love for both these people. At the time that you were with these people, or maybe one of them you've never been with sexually, but trust me, both of these people have potential to play with your heart because they both have access to it, or they did at one point, and they're both hoping that they still do. For one connection, you guys speak to each other through music, and the other connection, it's got. That just puts me right back to the snake. One of these motherfuckers is a fucking low down, dirty fucking snake. But I think because of everything that's happened, you're gonna know which one's the snake, or maybe they're born the year of the snake. But there is a very common. You guys, there's something about both people that you have a very common goal or a very common interest with, or talent or gift. You guys share that in common, and it does actually give the connection that the two of you share power. Confirmation. So both of these connections were very powerful. The problem is one of them is not of the light. One of them is dark, and they don't even have a soul. They sold their soul a long time ago. But because, the devil can masquerade as an angel of light, this person knows how to put on a good show. And obviously you fell for it once already because that's how you were able to go down the road that you went down with them the first time. And one of these people actually, even if they've dealt with addiction or dealt with, the dark side, they actually, God did pull them out, and they are now of the light, and they are trying to change their life just as you are. So be really careful and don't make any quick decisions because you're going to feel powerful. You're going to be drawn to both these people because there's a soulmate connection with both these people, but one's a false twin and one's a twin. That's how strong this connection is. You are a twin flame. If this is your story, you are a twin flame. And both of these connections are soul connections. You just got to use discernment and know which one of them that God is blessing and which one of them God is trying to test you with. Jamie, you still here? If you're still here, I need green, red, black, or blue. Or if somebody else wants to throw it out there. Red. All right. That's funny. I'm a Capricorn, and one of the people I do believe that's going to come for me to have to make a choice between bought me this deck. Give me current energies for Capricorn. What's currently going on for my Capricorn collective? 4 of coins, 6 of coins. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone wants to speak to you, but their pride and their ego won't let them. This person has a very, very big ego. It's such a big ego. It's too big. It's too wide. It won't fit. Strong earth energy here, so, and it's actually all 3 are signs because the 4 coin is Capricorn, 6 coin is Taurus, and the coin is Virgo. So your person, or this person with the big ego, they're an earth sign. Capricorn or Virgo. They could be an Earth Angel, or you are, or you both are, and that's why the connection is so strong and powerful, and why you guys both consider yourselves wish fulfillment. Because, all right, see, this is why the connection is going to be so hard. Because one of these people actually is an Earth Angel, and you're an Earth Angel. So you guys are each other's wish fulfillment. The other person is a fallen twin, a fallen angel. But they still have the ability to masquerade as an angel of light. And they know the esoteric knowledge, because they at one point were of the light, but they've fallen and they now are of the dark, but they're hoping you don't know that. The Magician in the reverse. This person and you are master manifestors, but the problem is that the person that's going to come in and try and play nice in order to get reconnected to you is now a master manipulator, because they chose to use black magic, or they just chose to turn to the dark side. And you're still an Earth Angel, still of the light. And they're hoping that because you have a compassionate, joyful, loving, kind, nurturing, I mean, that's just the embodiment of who you are. And they know that because that used to be them. They're hoping they can still play you, and they're hoping that you don't already see, which I think you have. And I think this person knows it, but their pride and their ego is convincing them that they can fool you. Pride goes before the fall. You might be dealing with Satan himself. Aries, I promise you, there is nothing in the world you could ever say to me that would get me to go back to you. You might as well just go get some rest and move the fuck on. I would never, ever, ever, ever. I would have a conversation with you so you could get some shit off your chest, but never, ever, no. It's a hell no. But I don't think you're going to be one of the options. Because, I mean, it would be easy for me if you were one of the options. And I think the whole point is for it not to be easy for me. There's the King of Pentacles that told a shitload of lies, got up to 7 people to work against you with them, created a lot of illusions, and now wants to come back. And this person, they must have a God complex, because this goes beyond pride and ego. This person really, I think this person thinks they're God, and that they're smarter than you, and that they're more attractive than you, and they're just everything more than you, and that you just have to fall into you, like putty into their hand, because everybody else does. What this person doesn't realize is that you've seen them for who they are. So, like, there's nothing they can do. The only thing they can do is sprinkle more powdered sugar on a pile of shit. And I don't care how much powdered sugar you put on it, it's still a pile of shit, and I'm not eating it. It could be a Taurus too, but it's either an Aries or a Taurus. But in my case, like, if the Aries and the Taurus are the two I got to choose between, trust and believe that Taurus is going. Me and that Taurus is run away into the sunset, because Aries, I ain't going nowhere with you. Like, you showed me in the 9 years we spent together, I cannot spend one more moment with you. There's a blonde woman that's had a lot of influence in the background too. Could be a Cancer or Gemini, and I'm really strongly going with Gemini. It doesn't have to be blonde, but she's blonde on this card, so it's possible. But there is a Gemini feminine who had a lot of power and influence in the background that you didn't know about. So it could be your person's ex and your ex. They both came together to try and stop you and your person from ever getting back together. Or they got together and pulled you guys apart. They used 6 or 7 other people to help them. This is crazy. Like, this is the shit that movies are made of. I'm actually dealing with both Aries and God. Oh man. But I mean, this Gemini and this Aries or this Taurus, I mean, because it could go either way, but I really feel like it's the Aries. They somehow, some way, they knew each other, or the devil fucking used his minions, and these two were able to come together. And behind you guys' back, they brought your family and fake friends into it and pulled you guys apart. And then they've done everything they can to keep you guys away from each other. And I feel like the Gemini had more power and influence because I think the Gemini was actually able to pull your person back to them. You won't speak to this Aries, so the Aries had to do all their fucking demonic shit through other people because you won't talk to this person. It really does. Like, that's why I said the other day, I was like, you guys had a good chance on that whole you're on drugs, you're crazy shit, because hell, if I didn't live it, I'd fucking think I was crazy and on drugs too. But that's over with. Your prayers are being answered. You are getting a fire passionate new beginning. And the love offer you've been waiting on, it is coming. Or it may just be the truth. You might get a new beginning in love, even if it's just platonic, because someone's finally going to come and tell you the truth. What they should have done a long time ago. And they can't take it anymore because the guilt's eating them alive, and they actually really do miss you in their life. And they know the only way to get you back in their life is by telling you the truth. And it could be a fucking Taurus. Or a Cancer in the reverse. The Taurus is in the upright, the Cancer is in the reverse. So there could be a Cancer that was really highly involved too. Or this Taurus is coming in to tell you the truth because they're hoping that if they pull you back in as an ally, that you'll help them evade prison time for the shit that they were a part of behind your back. Somebody's going to prison for what was done to you. Like, the shit that these people did to you, it is highly illegal. It's fraudulent as fuck. And there is evidence. Somebody's going to prison. And this Taurus may just be wanting to come in and tell you the truth, hoping that if they give you the truth and give you justice, that you will have compassion and help them evade prison or jail time. All will be revealed soon. There's no reason to worry about it. I actually got that message earlier. I hope the Taurus coming to talk. I mean, me too, honestly. I really do. Because I was happier than I ever was with the Taurus. But I do know that the Taurus betrayed me, and I do know that it's fucking hard as fuck for him to tell the truth. But I know out of all of them, he's the one that would be the most likely to tell the truth. But I really feel like the Taurus just was in a very dark place, and he had been through most of the same shit that I had been through in my life. And he was just looking for acceptance. And he had some lessons to learn. But he was actually able to be pulled. I mean, God still had a hand on him. Some of these other ones, they left God a long time ago. And they have a hardened heart. They don't care about God. They don't care about anything. These people died. They died a long time ago on the inside. But dead or alive on the inside, you're on the outside. You still breathing, so you're not going to evade that tower. Dead or alive, you are going to prison for what you did. And I think it's the Aries that's going to prison. Or somebody could be passing away too. Whoever it is that's passing away, literally, that was the only way they were going to stop. That person hates you this much. I mean, that person hates you that much. They were never going to stop unless God took them out of the physical realm. And if they haven't already passed away, please love yourself enough to stop. I don't want you to die. But I keep getting it over and over and over again. You're not leaving God any choice because your pride is telling you that you deserve to win. And as long as you're listening to your pride, you're never going to stop, and you are going to force God to move in a way that he really doesn't want to. But you're stopping someone's destiny, and someone's destiny actually is, a lot of other people are tied to it. This person was created and put here to help a lot of people heal and to help a lot of people come out of the darkness. And as long as you keep doing the things that you're doing, you're hindering this person from really stepping into their power. And if you tie God's hands, trust and believe, when God has to pick between the two of you, he's going to pick the one that you're trying to stop, because that person has the heart that can do what he's asking them to do. You don't have, all you care about is serving yourself. Ugh. And that's also a Capricorn card, just in case you're wondering. So, confirmation. So, somebody was juggling between an Aries and a Capricorn, or God. If Aries makes God juggle between the Capricorn and the Aries, God is going to take out the one of the two of you that's evil. And I think Aries, I think we both know which one of us that is. So either stop or you're going to have to answer to God. Like, I'm at peace with my choices and with my past, and I know that God is in me and that God is working through me. I have complete faith and confidence in that. Not saying I'm perfect or that I haven't made any mistakes, but I know that I'm not trying to harm anyone else, and I'm not throwing black magic on people. I'm not lying on people. I'm not stealing from people. So again, I will just say, if it's you, please stop, because you literally are at the edge of the cliff and you're about to walk off of it, and there's going to be no angel coming and swoop you up. You're going to hit the ground, and it's going to be the end of it for you. X. The three witches, warlocks, are about to learn their lesson. They already wish they hadn't come for you. You are the baddest bitch. So there's three people that God's about to metaphorically bitch smack. Or there's two. I did a reading like 2 years ago. And in that reading, I said, Judas is going to die. Peter is going to go to prison, and Paul is going to get redemption. So whoever it is that comes and tells the truth and like genuinely has remorse and genuinely goes to God and repents, that's the one that God is going to restore, and they're going to be able to move in to the purpose. The other one that keeps acting like they're not involved, that they don't know this person, that, oh, I don't know who that is. I'm not their friend. I'm not. That person's going to jail or prison. And then the one that is Judas and kisses you and smiles in your face, but then turns around and stabs you in the back, that one's passing away. And it might be through suicide, because we all know Judas killed himself. J. So your name can begin with a J, W, or your Judas his name could begin with a J or W. The only reason I'm sorry is because I'm broke and you're getting the bag. So that's what it is. One person coming in legitimately loves you and legitimately wants to spend the rest of their life with you. The other one coming in just wants your money. And trust and believe they will kill you to get it. So if you go enter into any contracts with this person, especially a legal binding physical marriage with this person's only waiting to wait long enough for the insurance policy to be able to kick in, and then for them to have an opportunity to do it in a way that it doesn't look like they killed you. And then you're in the ground and this person's off with whoever fucking doing whatever with a life insurance policy. Somebody's a Black Widow. You got intertwined with the Black Widow, and they only want to marry you because they want to steal your. They want to steal your money and steal your shine, really. And it's a lower vibrational, because it did come out in the reverse. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. There is a Virgo Black Widow. Or there's two Tauruses that maybe you've never been sexual with one. And that one's the one that legitimately wants to have a happily ever after with you. But maybe they denied ever having any sexual attraction to you up until whatever point this physically plays out. And then there's a Taurus that you have as an ex who is hoping that they can put another mask on and that you won't see through it. E. The bitch tricked me. She only wanted me so you couldn't have me. She's fucking nuts. She actually wants to be you, and she did plot and plan to have you killed. H. Your family really did offer you up as a sacrifice. I approve. I'm just waiting on the right time. Wow. Your Taurus ex, they helped your family try and kill you. And now, because your family lied to them, and one of your family members wanted to be with them because that family member wanted to steal your destiny, your marriage, your abundance. That family member wanted to be you. That family member's name very well could start with a J. So they pulled this person away from you through lies and manipulation and bitchcraft and talked your person into betraying you, and your person did the most and possibly even married this sister, cousin, and now this Taurus is somewhere crying because everything's come out and they realize that they married the devil. Somebody could be a life path 11, or somebody could be born on the 11th of the month, or somebody is born as November. If I come to you and offer you what you want or what you deserve, my family will disown me, and I can't decide if I can handle losing them, but I know you're worth it. So somebody's family has told them if they get back in contact with you, or if they get back into a relationship with you that they will have nothing to do with them. And even though your person definitely is weighing the pros and cons, because that's how much your person really does love you, they're willing to give up their family for you. Um, they just haven't decided what they can't. They can't. Ow! Confirmation. They can't decide whether or not to do it because either way, it's gonna hurt. And somebody drives a BMW. Damn, that did fucking hurt. Oh man. But yeah, they're afraid if they kick their family and go to you, and you either reject them or things don't work out with you guys, then they've lost their family. But if they pick their family and never speak to you again, they feel like they've lost the love of their life. So it's gonna hurt either way. And my heart does go out to this person because I couldn't imagine having to make that choice. But like, I'm on the opposite side of that, to where it doesn't matter who I'm with. If that person's making me happy, my family doesn't want them to be with me. So I don't. It's like I'm pretty much gonna be like walking away from my family no matter who I get with. So because that's the whole reason that my family destroyed what I had, because I was happy and they just couldn't handle that. So it wouldn't matter who I was happy with, my family would try and destroy it. That's the way I think. I really do. But somebody's family is saying, if you go back to that person, or you and that person get back together, don't ever come back here. So that somebody's person's dealing with that. Let's do a couple of these. Why is it that you love me and I want to be different? I think your person's finding it hard to believe that you could really still love them because they know what they've done to you. Whether you do or not, they know what they've done. And this person, they know that if it was the other way around, that they would not still love you. But they long for your kiss, and they wonder if this will ever change. And one of the things I could say is, when you change your heart, true love comes when you love yourself. And if you can't offer yourself the same compassion, the same forgiveness, the same love and grace and mercy that God offers to you, then you're not ready for true love. And if you can't offer it to other people, then you're not ready for it either. Somebody's still in the pride. Somebody's still in the ego. I'm the man. Or someone's letting you know, I am your person. Just fucking give me a minute. I gotta figure some shit out. I wish I could understand you. Yeah, see, you and your person, you're like the yin and the yang. You genuinely have the heart of an angel. And even though your person is drawn to that, and your person loves that about you, your person finds it hard to believe that you're genuine and you're real, because they know how their heart works and how their mind works, and they know what they've experienced through others in their life. And there's like, no human being could really be that compassionate and loving. You got to have an ulterior motive. And this person, the more they try to figure out, the more they just reinforce the idea or the fact that you genuinely are just an authentic, loving, caring person. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. I can't make a decision. I was hurt by you. No, you was hurt by yourself, because you chose to believe a lie, and you chose to believe your fucking sausage or your clam. I need to figure myself out, which, yes, Yes, you do. Before you try to come back, you need to figure out who the fuck you are and what the fuck you want. Because if you don't know that, then you're just gonna fuck some more shit up. All right, guys. Anybody want me to move on to another element, or because that's the end of the earth sign? So, do I have another person here that wants me to do their element? If so, speak now and forever hold your peace. All right, well, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.